keep watching when we start waving and stuff.
Are you going to go to a song in between there?
Maybe. Hey, there we go. 8 seconds. Hey, Facebook. Well, good Friday Eve, or as some people insist on calling it, Thursday, 2 minutes past 10 o'clock. And we're at 82 degrees right now at the KRIM studios on West Frontier. This morning, once again, talking about the upcoming Northern Gila County Fair. And this is going to be actually getting underway September 8th, starting on Wednesday. And they'll be receiving their exhibits. That part's not open to the public. But on Thursday the 9th, the exhibits close for the judging at the Town-O-Apache Gym, and they let all the folks in. And there's going to be just a whole bunch of different things going on Thursday, Friday, and it looks like Saturday and even Sunday for that matter as well. All at the Northern Gila County Fair this year. And again, going on at the Multi-Event Center and across the street at the Matazel Casino. So we've got a lot of different details that we want to share with you over the coming days about this coming up. But right now, first of all, we want to also talk a little bit about kind of an interesting feature that's going to be happening at the Northern Gila County Fair, and that's something special that benefits the Payson Senior Center. And Debbie Stevens from Payson Senior Center with us. And first of all, Debbie, how you doing?
Hi, I'm doing great. Thank you. Good to be here.
Now, what's going on? Last year, I guess they did a bit of a fundraiser, and you're doing it again this year for the Senior Center.
Yes,
right?
it was very successful, and we're just so thankful and appreciate the privilege of being part of this wonderful event in our community.
Right.
And last year we did a fundraising barbecue, and we're doing it again. We sold about 100 tickets. This year our goal is a little bit more than that. We also have a bake sale and even a raffle this year, and that's going to be on Thursday night at 5 o'clock when the doors open.
Neat.
And tickets for the barbecue and entrance fee is $12.50, and those tickets can be purchased at Trinkets and Treasures,
right.
512 West Main Street. You can buy those tickets ahead of time so that you're guaranteed a meal, and you can choose what time you want to eat. It's not a set time. You just take the ticket to the vendor, which is Hogs Dogs. Very good barbecue from
good stuff, huh?
Last year. We had a lot of people saying it was delicious, and there's a lot of food, and they're so generous to do this for us. And then come visit me at our table. We'll be by the ceremonies tent, and have a table set up there with some delicious baked goods right out of our kitchen.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Yes, we're going to have biscotti with chocolate chips and espresso. And then we'll have apricot bars that are a popular item. And then these amazing cookies that are white chocolate chip and cranberry. Ooh. And I'm a chocolate person.
Me too.
But I gotta tell you,
I'm about ready to slobber all over myself just listening to you.
These are amazing. They are delicious, and they're coming right fresh out of our kitchen. So. Well,
how important is this fundraiser for the things like this when for the Senior Center and the things that you work to do?
Absolutely, it makes a big difference financially. Of course, we need that support, but also just awareness. It's an opportunity for me to have discussions and show what our programs that we have are available to the community. I have great conversations with people. You don't have to be a senior to come visit me.
Right.
Even if you don't identify yourself as a senior, whatever that means.
Even if you're in denial, in other words.
It's okay. We actually have a lot of active and wonderful classes and exercise, health and wellness programs. Nice. And then of course we also reach out to our community homebound through Meals on Wheels. And so, as I was telling you before, July 1st is our new fiscal year.
Right.
So that means what was behind us last year is behind us, and we're looking forward to the next year, and we start with a zero balance. Right. So that's always hard to see on paper. Wow. But we know that the community is faithful to support us through this year, but our food costs are over 40% increase this year. So we're walking in with a little bit of challenges.
Hold it, food cost, an increase of 40% in food costs. That's having spent some time in the restaurant business, I mean, that would make it really difficult to turn a profit. I didn't realize food costs had gone up that high.
It has for us, and that includes our meal tray and everything that we use to make and prepare those meals for our homebound. And our meals have increased. Our meal program, we're reaching more people, feeding more people, which is what we're supposed to be doing.
And how many meals are you making a day?
Close to 200 meals a day, and that includes our homebound as well as our pickup meals and our in-house. We're back to in-house meals, so nice. We're really happy to have folks back in the center.
Get a little that socialization going on.
Absolutely.
And speaking of socialization, that's one of the things I know we've talked about many times, but I don't think we can talk about it enough, and that is for the homebound folks. quite often your people that bring the meals out are some of the only people that they have any chance to interact with.
Oh, absolutely. And that's why we say it's more than a meal, because it is so much more than a meal. It's that connection, it's a wellness check, it's encouragement, it's a message that says you're not forgotten, this community cares about you. And I tell people when they give to the senior center, you're giving through us.
Yeah, there you
We're
go.
just the conduit that takes your support and makes the action happen to that person. And we're always humble. So we thank the Northern Gila County Fair for choosing us, for supporting us, for putting out the extra effort. There's so much effort behind the scenes to put this kind of event on. So in addition to that, they don't have to. They chose to say, hey, let's also support in the in the middle of all of this. And so we are humble and we're thankful and we're excited to be part of it. So you got to come out and enjoy it.
Definitely. And you're going to be out there the whole weekend.
Yep, absolutely.
All right, sounds good. Again, Debbie Stevens from the Payson Senior Center, and they're going to have a big bake sale going on out there and all kinds of, it sounds like some really good stuff. And now we've got to move along because we have a number of people we want to talk to, but Debbie, it's always a pleasure talking with you.
Thank you. Good to be here. Thank you.
Now, we want to switch gears just a little bit and talk about some of the livestock concerns at the Northern Gila County Fair. You know, if you've been out there before, then you know that there's a lot of young people showing off well, you know, steers and pigs and other types of critters. And to talk a little bit about that, we have Lincoln and Sam with us today, and they're going to be talking about what they're doing. And first of all, Lincoln, let me pick on you. What kind of livestock are you going to be showing?
Well, I'm showing a steer and a turkey.
A steer and a turkey?
Yes.
Obviously not at the same time.
Not at the same time.
Okay. So now, and how many months leading up until up to the fair have you been working with these animals?
About 5 months now.
About 5 months.
Yeah.
Yeah. And everything going along pretty good?
Yeah.
Has there been any surprises along the way?
Some dragging, some kicking, a little bit.
Now, is that the animal or you?
That's the animal.
Okay, all right. And you know, so it's one of the questions I always have to ask, because I know it's for some people it's really difficult. I think for most people it's probably kind of difficult.
Yeah.
The idea, you know, you spend so much time with this animal, and then you take it to the fair, and it gets auctioned off, and you know, people are going to end up eating this stuff.
Right.
And so does that bug you much, or?
Not really.
I mean, so you've been around enough livestock and stuff, and this is nothing new. This ain't your first
Don't do a
rodeo.
good cause.
Yeah, good, excellent. So how big's the steer?
Last time I weighed him was in July, and he weighed about 950 pounds.
Wow,
So he's,
big boy.
yeah.
And the turkey?
And the turkey, he weighs, like, I don't know.
He's big, this is small. I think the turkey, it's hard to weigh a turkey,
Sure,
you know.
they don't
until
really,
you
yeah,
they don't
do
stand
it.
still like that.
Yeah, but I'll bet you it's 25 pounds.
25.
Wow, big turkey.
I was gonna say in the 30s somewhere.
He's
Yeah.
looking good.
Interesting. All right, and now also Sam's with us. And Sam, what kind of critters are you raising this year?
I'm raising a pig and a turkey.
A pig and a turkey. And has there been any surprises for you along the way when it comes to raising a pig and a turkey?
They're smelly.
Yeah.
And
I've told the story here before, but I never realized how bad pigs were until I was down in Haiti for an earthquake, and there was a lot of other things that stunk there. But we drove past something, and I couldn't, uncontrollable urge to gag, and I couldn't figure out what it was until a few years later. My son was raising some pigs, and that was the smell. And me and that smell don't get along well. In coming out of the oven, I think they smell great. But
Right.
at any rate, and how about the turkey? Has that been, you know, when it comes to getting an emotional attachment to an animal? I would think getting an emotional attachment to a turkey might be a little tough. How about for you?
no, I think it's the same. It's just like
It's just you're just raising it, so it's going to be food. I got you. I have a neighbor that lives close to us where I live down in Tono Basin. They have a pet turkey that they've had for a number of years, and it just different strokes for different folks. What can you say? Now Penny's also with us, the mom here. And Penny, you're involved with something called Farmageddon.
Farmageddon.
What the heck is Farmageddon all about?
Farmageddon is the nickname for our little place, like our property. And when we were applying for our, we have to apply for our license with the state,
Mhm.
you know, for tagging our some of our livestock, our sheep and our goats, and when we did that, I couldn't think of a name. We lived out in Diamond Point, and I had all these suggestions, and then my son-in-law said, well, Farmageddon. And this was pre-COVID. So-
It wasn't even COVID related.
yeah,
Okay.
he said Farmageddon, and I just thought it was so funny. And I said, told my kids, I can't name our farm Farmageddon. So it's really Diamond S Farm, but our nickname is Farmageddon. It's just funny.
So you raise a lot of different livestock out there?
We raise almost all of our own food.
Really? Wow.
All of our own, I should say, we do raise all of our own meat, except the extra bacon that I raise or that I buy.
Hold it. I've never heard of extra bacon.
Extra. Well, I mean, who doesn't want extra bacon?
I've never had extra bacon. That sounds interesting.
So I buy our bacon and I buy lunch meat, and other than that, we raise all of our own meats.
Wow.
So that's why when the children, are raising animals for the fair, for their livestock, for a home to eat, they love on all of them.
Right.
But they know what the purpose is.
Right.
It's different than raising our pets. They are. So you can love on our livestock, and we do, and we care for them and respect them, but we do know what the purpose is.
And there's been a few times, where at this station and at a previous station that I worked at over the years talking about the Northern Gila County Fair, that there would be, some, sweet young little girl that was raising some kind of critter, and when you start talking about the fact that this was going to be dinner for someone, you could just see the big old, tears welling up and stuff. Like, oh, better
It's true.
step clear of that one. Yeah.
Well, and it doesn't mean that it isn't difficult when they do part ways
Sure.
after at the end of the fair.
gotta be, yeah.
And it is.
Yeah.
And you see some of these big high school boys that well up, because when you put that much time and service into something,
Right.
it means something.
Now, on a side note, you mentioned that that you raise just about all your own meat, but it sounds like from kind of reading between the lines there that you raise some other vegetables and stuff
Yes.
as well.
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
We have a good garden, and we pretty much raise all of our own vegetables, and
Sweet.
We actually just
we
picked
have
some
our herb
pumpkins
garden,
today.
all of our herb garden. Yeah.
Well,
You're picking pumpkins already.
Well, it fell on my shoulder. It's like 25, 30 pounds already. So it was, long story. They climb up the trees and over the chicken coop. And
Oh, I was going to say, I've never heard of a pumpkin falling on
it
anyone.
did. It fell on me.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Boy, that's sounds like something out of a Charlie Brown
Yeah.
cartoon.
Or Lucille
Yeah,
Ball.
there you go. Now again, all of these family members, Sam, Lincoln, and Penny Stonebrick, you're all going to be out there for
the fair?
the whole weekend, or?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yep. The
And
9th to the 12th.
and when is the actual auction itself of the livestock?
The auction is the 11th.
On the 11th, okay.
And
I think I actually have that in front of me here somewhere. I just haven't gotten to it yet. Interesting. So, any idea, what you think a steer the size that you're raising should go for?
well, what I'm hoping for
Right.
is $4 a pound. But
Ooh.
last year was like crazy because I think COVID with not having
I heard that last year was
It was-
really.
yeah
really
It
bad.
was
really
phenomenal.
high.
The support from the community last year for the all of the youth was just amazing.
Really.
I mean, just like literally amazing.
Right.
I mean, it was such a wonderful experience to be involved in,
It
and
was.
they had fun, and you could tell at the auction.
Yeah, the
that-
auction's really
Yeah.
fun to
Yeah.
participate in.
Yeah.
And I
it
know
was
that
good.
when it comes to this kind of stuff too, it's the quality of the meat that you're getting is not like what you get in the store. And I've also told the story before when my son was raising pigs. Man, those pork chops, they look more like beef than this white mealy stuff that you get in the grocery store. The quality is so much better.
Yeah.
Plus, there's no hormones, there's no this and that and the other thing. So
That's right.
a great chance for you to get some fantastic deals on meat. And I'm sure that they have a meat processor that handles things right there, or can.
There's a couple that you can choose from, or you can take it to someone that
Right.
on your own. But they have some lined up that are ready to go for that Sunday morning after the.
Yeah, we load them up in the trailer and then
Yeah,
go to
and say
them.
your goodbyes.
And-
But one of the things that about with the animals is when these guys are taking, the youth are taking their livestock to the auction there, the community is really bidding on the youth. You get the livestock, you get the meat,
Right.
but it's the youth and their hard work and what they've put into it. They have to run it like a business.
Mhm.
They have to know how much their expenses have been. They keep track of it. At our house, they keep it in a binder and they have to write down all of their food and receipts, their medical expenses. It's their little business. So it's really important information for them to learn,
Yeah.
and not just the raising and the responsibility of that,
Right.
but the business aspect also.
And Sam, roughly, what does it take? What does it cost to take care of a pig per month? Roughly. Any rough idea? I mean, first of all, what do they eat? I mean, you have just like a big bags of feed that you're feeding
Yeah,
them?
hog food.
Hog food. That would kind of make sense.
And the price of feed has, like our groceries, have just gone up.
Really?
I mean,
Same
what,
with
25,
corn, too.
at least 25%?
Wow.
I mean, we went from 12 something a bag to 15 something
So
a
the
bag.
senior center was talking about food
Oh.
costs going up. The same is true for
Yes.
food for our
the
critters as
animals.
well.
Yeah, and typically how, at least they do it for our house, is as they keep track of the expenses, the kids, and then at the very end, they just like you would in a business, you finalize those expenses. So monthly he wouldn't keep track, but monthly he keeps track of
I
what
got
he
you.
had.
I got you. Well, so now, first of all, best of luck to both of you when it comes to. Hopefully, you get what you're hoping for the all the work that you've done. I've got to ask Sam one more question here. When it comes to raising a pig, what's been the hardest part?
Probably keeping it in line and like walking it.
And when it comes to going out and showing, these animals, I mean, you've got to go out and lead it around the arena and all of that. And I would imagine that pigs aren't born with that natural instinct just to follow you around the arena. How long does it? Does it take quite a while for them to kind of get the hang of this is what they're supposed to do?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it takes a while.
Yeah, fun and games. Makes it all the more fun to eat them later. Anyway, thanks to both of you and good luck. Okay, hope you get what you need. Now we want to switch gears a little bit and also talk to Faith Lowry, who is one of the big organizers of the Northern Gila County Fair. If it wasn't for her, we just probably wouldn't be having a Northern Gila County Fair anymore. And Faith, first of all, how are you doing this morning?
I am great, thank you. And actually, I have to say one thing. It's such a huge honor to be able to do this for our community.
Right.
And I would never be able to do it without a great team of people that are behind me all the time. So.
And it's been interesting in the other shows, and we've got I think another one or so before the fair yet. The people that you bring in with you, I mean, everyone's they're excited about what they're doing. I mean, you can see that very plainly, and I just think it's neat. It's a real piece of down home Americana. But it's what makes living in a rural area like Payson just that much more special.
It is so fun to be a part of it. Today, hey everybody, I got off the phone with Red from all the tractors.
Right.
We have the flywheel guys and the tractors coming. They're so fun. I mean, and the love they have for these machines that are so important to the history of our farming and what we've done here in Gila County.
Mm-hmm.
It's just so fun to have them participate in the fair too, and they're going to try and get here next week when we're on.
Wow, interesting. Now, one of the things that I always find interesting is food, and you have no small number of food possibilities out there. As we were hearing from Debbie earlier, the folks with hog dogs are going to be out there, and I guess that met with rave reviews last year.
They're the neatest people.
Really?
Those two, they've been trying to relocate to Payson for a while. They can't seem to find the right house yet. They're working with
Not too many available.
Yeah, well, and they're really looking because they have their trailers and everything, but they try to be up here at as many events as possible. She is also a board member with the Northern Gila County Fair. Her name is Teresa Ann, her husband is Mark. And they drive up here almost every week for our meetings. They love Payson, they love the people here. and their food is amazing.
Really?
So they're going to have turkey legs this year. I don't know if that's on your list, but they're going to have the big turkey legs. They will have, of course, their wonderful big hot dogs. Last year they did some really yummy smoked baked potatoes, and they're always there to help anybody who needs it. They're good people, great food, and they've got a great collection of vendors this year. One of my favorites also is the taco guy. I can't think of his, I think it's like Red Fire Cookery or something.
Red Fire Cookery returning to the fair with a flair of the south of the border menu. All right, great food, all crafted with care and skill. Sounds good.
Yes.
So, I mean, real authentic type Mexican food.
Really good tacos. They had the best street tacos last year, and
Right.
they just loaded them up. I couldn't believe for the
Wow.
price and the value. It's really great. And Hog Dogs is also doing the barbecue dinner to benefit the senior center on our Thursday night.
Oh, very
You
cool.
can buy tickets at Trinkets and Treasures at the senior center, and they're $12.50 each, and you get a barbecue dinner with that.
Another interesting one that it caught my eye instantly was the Little Donut Man. Apparently, you can, if you go like me, go nuts for donuts. This is one you want to stop by, specializing in always hot, always fresh, and always made to order mini donuts. Wow, that'd be interesting just to watch, I think.
Yeah, I really think that the variety she has is great because since our fair is all day, it's not, the rodeo's fun, but they're evening. They have some things during the day, not so much breakfast. So she's trying to give us a well-rounded option for our food. She's got the donut guy. We have a great coffee person. That was my request, that I just really need coffee at the fair.
And much like what you're saying, though, I mean, there isn't a bad time of day to enjoy a donut.
Right.
Also, some other things there. Desert Wind's Art of Cave Creek. That sounds interesting.
Yeah, she has some really unique crafts and things that she's kind of tried to give everybody at the fair a little variety of things for shopping, for gifts, for food. She's got a great variety of people coming in.
Mm-hmm.
We're hoping the alpaca folks are going to be there this year.
Right.
And you met Penny, and she's
Right.
got her Farmageddon. That's so funny.
I enjoyed visiting with them.
Well, last year, I think a couple of the animals got out, so it really was Farmageddon. It was like everyone's running around trying to catch chickens, but it was so fun. And her heart is just for the fair, so she does also a lot.
Now, what's
for
this
us.
about Grumpy Stump Designs?
I think he does a lot of woodworking designs and specialty things that he makes out of wood.
Oh, neat. That sounds
So-
interesting. And they're also going to have Red Fire Cookery will be there. Artisan Treats is returning. Bear Beans Coffee. Kettlelicious.
Kettle corn.
Oh, man, gotta love that. ZZ Snow Cones. And Cutco is going to be returning to the fair with all kinds of great and very sharp tools for all of your cooking and serving and kitchen needs.
We'll put them next to the wood guys.
There you go. But and again, having spent a lot of time in the food business, if you do a lot of cooking, you probably realize that you almost can't spend too much on a good knife, because a lousy knife or some of the stuff that you buy in the department stores, all it really accomplishes is expanding my vocabulary in a less than positive way. A good knife is really a wonderful thing to have in the kitchen, and Cutco is very well known for having superior
And they
quality
actually have come the last few years to our fair, and I don't know anybody that hasn't liked the quality of their product. So we appreciate that they keep coming back. And like you said, if you do anything in the kitchen, if you can save time and make your job way easier, that's the way to go.
I just bought a French chef knife. It hasn't even arrived yet, but I just the other day from Cutco. And a lot of times you can spend over $200 on a French chef knife very easily. And Cutco has a really good, superior quality French chef knife for, I think it was $150. So save yourself some money and get some good quality all at the same time. Also, the International Gideons will be out there. Assured Imaging going to be having their mammogram
Yes.
van out there apparently to help out. And they're providing free mammograms on Saturday. Wow, that's quite a service.
Yep, we'll have them right out front. So when you come in, you can just go right in there. You can call and schedule an appointment if you'd like to, but they're taking walk-ins.
I'm guessing that you'd want to be there early if you're just walking in, because that's probably going to fill up pretty quick.
Yeah, they actually do a huge, it's just a huge service. If anyone's ever had to pay for a mammogram, or any kind of healthcare imaging. They know it's not inexpensive. Nothing is foolproof, but it's really a great way to do that. And sometimes getting into the doctors to make those appointments are hard too.
Cool.
So
Now, I see also that you have the Arizona Beef Council that's going to be out here, and I guess with all the critters and everything, it kind of makes sense. What are they going to be doing?
well, typically what they do is they do a lot of educational things. They'll
Right.
be there, I believe, mostly Friday, because that is our family day when kids come out. The schools are not in session on Friday. However, Linda Gibson from this district here has made buses available so that kids can come. So they will actually be busing kids there, even though it's not a full school day. So from
Right.
9 to 11, they'll be bringing kids. They can enjoy the magician shows, the flywheels and the tractors, livestock shows. There'll be a lot going on.
All right, so now the action is kind of split between the multi-event center and the casino, correct? Or
Yes.
is the casino or over at their?
At the Tano-Apache Gym.
Yes, that's the word I was looking for. And you have a lot of like the quilting exhibits, things like that over there.
So a lot of the kids' school exhibits, photography, arts and crafts, even the jewelry and things like that. It's safer there. It's safe from weather also.
Right.
So unfortunately the hours are a little bit different. They're not open Thursday night. They're open on Friday and Saturday from 10 to 6. But you can still go in. You can enjoy all of the exhibits. There's lots of fun things there. If anybody has some fun pictures or just really you want to share something about all of the hard work from the Backbone Fire, we're going to have a display there. People can bring their pictures and we can put some of the pictures up. They can email me the pictures, I'll print them and we'll put them up. You can send it right through the website on our information.
I'll have to do that because I didn't evacuate and I took a lot of pictures and a lot of video. So
That would be
I
great.
have
Thank
some
you so
stuff to share
much.
with you. There's way too much to talk about, and that's why we have you on a few different times to talk about all this different stuff. But again, just to reiterate, on Thursday, September 9th, the exhibits will be closed for judging at the Tano-Apache Gym, but you're going to have the large stock weigh-in starting on Thursday, September 9th at 8 in the morning until noon. The small livestock check-in will be from 1 until 3. And then the livestock meeting for both large and small livestock, that will be at 3 o'clock, and that will be at the event center in the livestock tent. Now the Thursday night is the community preview night with free admission. It's open to the public. Gates open at 5 p.m. I'll have the opening ceremony hailing our heroes and the alpaca exhibit, the petting zoo, tractor display, the flywheel display, livestock tent and all that, as well as there's going to be a carnival going on out there
Yes,
too.
absolutely.
But wait, there's more.
Right.
You got all kinds of stuff. This is going to be fun for the whole family. And then Friday, all kinds of things going on. Saturday, all kinds of things going on. And then Sunday, you got Cowboy Church and Worship first thing in the morning. The U.S. Mounted Shooting State Finals 4D Jackpot. That's always a lot of fun too.
It really is. There's so many different things you can do every day.
Right.
We have something really fun. So I hope everyone will come out and join us and come every day. It's a blast.
Is there a best place to look online for more information?
Our website is NGC for Northern Gila County fair.com. So ngcfair.com.
Gotta love it. And we'll have you back again. We'll talk about more of this. But keep up the good work. You're really doing an outstanding job.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you. And thanks for tuning in and listening this morning to KRIM's Community Spotlight. Going to get you back to more of your favorite music. Coming up, we have some tunes from Chicago, Grassroots, Leonard Skinner, Jack Johnson, and a whole bunch more. But first, a quick look at Rim Country weather.